joined by Hofstra head coach Mo Casera. To his left is Nathaniel Lester. I think Mike Moore is on the way, but we'll start with a statement from Coach Casera and then open it up for some questions.
You know, I think got to give a lot of credit to Georgia State, Coach Hunter and his staff. I mean, what a terrific job that team has done. They play with great passion, great energy. They change defenses. Tough matchup for us. Was a tough matchup early in the season for us. So, I want to give all the credit to them. Certainly not the way we'd like to finish out what's been a really challenging year. Feel bad for our seniors. I wish we could have had a better effort tonight. But again, a lot of credit to Georgia State and their staff and their team.
Question?
Well, Jerry, again, I think a lot of it is credit to Georgia State. I think that their style of play, their athleticism, and the way and how hard they play is why we didn't play very well. So, a lot of the credit has to go to them. I thought we really did a good job out of the gate. I thought we were in pretty good shape, and then we had, I think, 3 or 4 consecutive turnovers there, and then the game got away from us.
I don't know. I really haven't had a chance to really sit down and think about it yet. But it's a long year. We have, seniors. We got to move on to next stages of our life. So it's not the way I want it to end, but everything comes to an end.
Nat, obviously this is the end of your career at Hofstra, most likely. You worked your tail off to get that rehab back after sitting out last year with the medical red shirt. Does this year kind of make you wish it was last year or something like that?
Definitely, as a senior, you don't want to go out like this, but we had a tough year. A couple guys getting hurt. Had our ups and downs, but definitely not the way I wanted to finish. But just got to move on.
Coach, if anything to take out of this, would you just kind of use this as a learning experience for some of the younger guys?
Well, I said to the whole team after, I said, there's a learning experience, life lessons in challenges and losing and not playing well and fighting through adversity. It's how you handle the adversity. And, we got to put this one in our back pocket. We got to use it for the young guys to learn from. And as a staff, we have to learn from it too as we move forward and begin to build this program after what's been, a really interesting year and a half. Of ups and downs. So, we have to learn from the good and the bad. And certainly this year there was a lot of challenging things that we have to learn from.
Coach, Buckner, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 7 of 7 from the field. He played a lot better against you guys tonight than he did in the first game. Why was he so difficult to guard tonight?
He's a great player. He's a great player. I mean, if he's not one of the best 5 players in the league, he's just a great player. And he plays within himself. Terrific player.
Coach, is this the type of thing where you dwell on this loss, or do you just try to look forward?
Look forward. Yeah, Casey. I mean, it's gonna. I'm gonna dwell on it for a while. It's hard. It's hard. I mean, I don't want to. I want to go back out there and throw the ball up again. We had a great week of practice. We've had great energy, great effort, and it just wasn't our night. So. We have to move forward on some levels, and then after that, we have to, help these seniors on their way, and then get ready to, start to build the program, and we've got a lot of work to do.
Coach, do you think Georgia State is a team that can make a run in the tournament?
Absolutely. I think they've got size. They've got seniors. I think they've got 6 seniors. They've got size. They've got depth. They've got speed. And again, I can't credit Coach Hunter enough. Their style of play is very, very tough to play against.
Mike and Nat, what's going through your mind in the second half as the deficit becomes insurmountable and you're playing your last college game? Was it frustrating? Were you not thinking about it? What's those last 20, 25, 30 minutes like for you guys?
Well, I know we just had to get stops on D, and then our offense was come second. But that was the main thing, don't turn the ball over. They got a lot of points off turnovers, so we had to take care of the ball and get stops on D. That was our main focus.
Yeah, it's along the lines what Nat said. We just wanted to keep fighting like we've been all season, and Coach Hunter and his team, you know, they're a great defensive team. You know, it's tough to get looks on their zones, and you know, it just wasn't our night tonight.
Coach, Hofstra has seen a lot of success, especially lately with the great play of guards and wings, the two guys next to you, Jenkins in the past. But now a great performance by a big in Buckner tonight. Frank Cassell had a very successful game, and that was what knocked you guys out of the tournament last year. What are your thoughts on the guard-forward balance going forward in this league and on your team?
Well, you know, I think our two young big kids have shown flashes, and I thought in the first half we did a good job. We've got to continue to develop them. We've got to continue to develop some new players, and certainly we're going to have a very new roster next year. You know, I think one of the things, you know, just looking at the stats, I mean, they had 28 points to our 1 off the bench. You know, that just shows. I mean, you know, like Nat mentioned, we've had injuries, we've had, you know, various things go on this year where we're in a short bench. So when their bench scores 28 and our scores 1, you know, it's going to be a long night. So I think that answers your question. We're going to have to move forward and you know, continue to develop some of the guys we got and bring a lot of new faces in here. But you know, these two guys deserve a lot of credit. DeJuan deserves a lot of credit. I said to them in the locker room, they've had to play out of position a lot this year. They've had to play different positions. They've had to, you know, carry some young guys on their back. And, you know, we won 10 games. I think everybody in here who's watched us play this year knows we clearly could have won 4 or 5 more with a free throw, a bounce, 1 stop. I mean, we've been in so many close games. Tonight clearly wasn't one of those. And you know, I feel for these guys and the program, but, you know, we're going to continue to work hard and bounce back from this.
Mo, after such a resilient season, how frustrating is it to end like this with a 35-point loss?
Yeah, it is. You know, the one thing I said, Jerry, is we never gave up all year. I mean, you know, it's a team that, you know, clearly we had enough challenges where we could have given up and could have, you know, not won and really played poorly at times, but we never did that. This was the first night where the game, I really believe this is the first night all year where the game really got away from us.
Nat, Mike, what are you going to look back most fondly on your years at Hofstra?
Can you repeat that?
What are you going to look back most fondly on your years at Hofstra?
Just all the players that I met, like, you know, when I first came in, the guys, this is what, it was the reason why I transferred to Hofstra, was the players and the program that we had, you know, with Charles, Greg, you know, Nat. You know, it was just great guys, you know, that's the players I met when I was here. It's pretty.
Yeah, like what Mike said, you know, I came to Hofstra, you know, I got a great education, graduated early, you know, I've met a lot of great people with a lot of character here, and I think that's what I'm going to remember mostly, and all the good times I had on the court.
All right, anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thanks.